Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Giants.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. Bottom line, how do they get a win? As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. A really nice gain at 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
49-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And he's got it.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up? Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 11. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He completes this to Sutton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So a pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens...
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
That's it, baby. That's it right there.
So we have reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I have a guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. The backup Murray, his first throw, steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The second first down took him out of the traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys...
Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go,
Hunter
baby.
Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Stay
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that lap. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Julian Okwara.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Throwing again, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. 51 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
We come to the stadium. We hope to have the chance to witness something great. Here they've got an opportunity at a game-winning drive.
And just reduce the magnitude of it. Just break it down. Make it simple. Fun, pitch and catch, all the easy stuff. And as the drive goes on, I think that nervousness will go away and give him a chance to make all the big throws necessary to get it done.
Oh, no, it's not going away, I don't think, up here in the booth. Exciting times. Let's see what happens. 1st down, Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray rolling to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
In need of both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion here, down 8.
It's time to just separate those two in his mind. Okay, the 2-point conversion will have to come later. I remember playing for a coach and hearing him tell our quarterback, son, there's no such thing as an 8-point play. So let's not even worry.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
A fumble on the play.
Here's Murray from midfield. The 20. He's got his man in the crossing route. All the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And New York set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So now the Bengals down by 7, a minute 52 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now Murray on the move to his left, and his throw here is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. And this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts, and will make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 24-yard line.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line.